Smart 24, driving business.
The entertainment industry is growing with very many players like comedians, artists, dancers, content creators, and other people. These people have made money online, others have made money actually physically. They come and perform because they are known through entertainment. Well, in this episode, we're going to be digesting and understanding how the entertainment industry is changing our economy for the youth and the entrepreneurs out there.
In a nation known for its rich culture heritage, young people have the potential, they have the boundless creativeness, and these guys are earning a lot of money in the entertainment industry, from filming, music, TikTok, all those things. And we are here to showcase everything in the industry.
You guys are so serious today, but welcome to this episode, and we are at Fairway Hotel. Our topic of discussion is driving entrepreneurship through entertainment for the youth. And on set today, we have our one Desire. She's a dancer, she's a counselor. You may think she's not serious, but she's something. So we have her today, and we are going to talk about entrepreneurship and earning from entertainment. You're welcome, Desire.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're most welcome on the show today. Tell us about Desire. For a person seeing you for the very first time, who is Desire?
My name is Ntombo Desire Kotilda. I am female. I am, these days I have to really emphasize that. Born female. But aside from that, I am a dancer, I'm a content creator, I'm a counselor, I'm a human rights advocate, and pretty much that sums it up
Okay.
for me.
So, Desire, how do you enter the entertainment industry? Like, what inspired you? How did you begin?
In the entertainment industry, I play the role of a dancer and a content creator. Now, because I've loved dancing ever since, I don't know. But yeah, I love dance. And to come to dance professionally, well, I first went through dance classes. And there's multiple dance classes in Uganda, in case people do not know that. So I started dance classes, and that helped with networking. So when you go for the dance classes, people see you, people who are already in the industry, they see you and you network, and before you know it, people are calling you for gigs professionally where you get paid. Because there are gigs where you don't get paid.
So you talked about loving dancing, like since way back, since you were so young. Like, did it ever occur to you that you can make it a career? Because most people here in Uganda don't take dancing that serious, by the way. They've just started taking it up.
We are away from that era where we used to not take.
You know, some parents up to now, Somali, you can't just wake up one morning and you're like, Mommy, you're done with campus.
Sure.
And you're saying, I'm a
Mama
dancer, and I'm taking
to
it as a
support.
profession.
I feel
Somali.
it's like 8 out of something.
Okay, maybe I'm in a different world, but I feel
also
like
paying a dancer in Uganda, it's quite hard.
okay, Desire.
It never occurred to me that I would take dance as a career. Actually, I fell into it. I didn't know that people are getting paid out there, because people don't know that dancers really get paid. And it's sad, but we are still in a generation where our parents don't think that dance is a career, sadly. I've worked with so many dancers, and you have to actually make it really big for your parent to actually recognize that as a source of income. Now, for my case personally, I've had problems with my parents as taking up dance. And it was recently when I worked with Shiba on a concert where it was Serena, a 2-day concert, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's nice." But before that,
Parents can change real quick. Like if it's not working,
and they expect you to be working Monday to Sunday. Which dance you can't work from Monday to Sunday? You will get gigs today, you will have a good season and a bad season. And during that bad season, it's when parents are like, well, tosobola kutula waka. You have to get a job. And we are competing with the monthly jobs, whereby someone is working from Monday to Friday, say Monday to Friday, 9 to 6 p.m. And for you as a dancer, you don't have working hours. They can call you in the night. They can call you today. They won't call you tomorrow. And so it's really hard for parents to really see that.
Was that during campus or after?
That was after, I think, third year. Then after third year, yeah.
After third year, immediately. That means you had graduated already.
No. As I'm still in third year.
Within third year itself.
Because as I enter first year, I don't know that someone can dance and get money.
Tough. For heaven's sake, at least you are trying. Third year campus. Most people are just home sleeping.
Yeah, most have a pain on their children.
Actually, I now feel that pain. Like I one time remember, is he called Eddie Wizzy? He one time he was brought on TV, a certain TV station, and was speaking about how they haven't recognized dancers actually. And to me, I think I had thought that since filming and singing had been accepted, I also thought dancers but I now remember when she speaks, I remember that.
But even that, besides dancers, the entire industry, it's just growing. Not because, for example, filming. Besides the big series, the few Ghanaian series are actually very beautiful. Yeah. The other Uganda, not as ugly, but they're just trying artists. They can come in, but then still, even us ourselves, we cannot. It's very hard when I'm watching a full series. Yeah. But these guys put in money. They pay tax, they pay everything. Sometimes it applies for the dancers because someone has.
You also pay taxes, Desire?
No, we don't pay taxes. But if you have a company and you've registered it, now I know H2C Dance Company, they registered their dance.
Yeah.
So such people are
pay taxes.
If you register.
But the government is milking the cows, it's not giving feeds. You get, because actually I think, okay, I've been listening to Sandy and Kasuku over the weekend, and you realize that the industry is bringing in a lot of money for people, because not just musicians. When you put a concert on set, the people who sell the masks, the bananas, the water, like everyone is earning, and then these people are not actually having a budget. Actually, before I talk about a budget, they don't have a ministry that legally recognizes them.
But they're under Ministry of Education. Yeah. That is what's because it's kind of education apparently.
How is entertainment education?
If you follow politics now, there's a time they asked Mbozi in his birthday, how is he going to help the youth? And he said through entertainment and sports. But even back at school we had MDD. It is under education. It's out of education. Because those acts in theatre as well, people are actually doing educative acts of HIV, those things. Still it is an education, but I think the ministry to come out and be like there's a Ministry of Education.
I think that we need a Ministry of Arts, because these guys bring in lots of money. Lots of money into this country, and they're not legally recognized. That is why they don't have a budget. A budget whereby we say we are going to inject this amount of money into these people. You get that point? Yeah. And also we are having an issue of copyright, because I hear that Michael Jackson up to now is dead, but he still earns from his music, right? But then here, for example, if you're having your dancing skits, someone can just pirate, right? And there is nothing Desire can do about it. Yet Desire would have, and like if the copyright law was working, Desire would have been approached for them to pay her to take up her dance video or her dance clip.
Desire, you tell us as you're doing your dancing journey, as you because it's like a startup thing, what main challenge did you find, and how did you try to manage those challenges?
I feel like even before going into copyrights, because that's interestingly that is above more really with the musicians. Before I go into copyright and owning my work, let me go down to being paid in case I get a job. Let me go down to being called to get a job. As a dancer, most especially when you're starting out, we're not respected in the industry at all.
Yeah.
At all. If I tell you at all, you wouldn't understand. We can be called for a gig and say you don't have transport money, or let me say transport refund. Say you travel to the gig that day, there's no transport refund, and some gigs, most especially when you're starting out, because the big dogs in the dance industry can find a way around that. So as you're starting out in dance, it's funny, I didn't know, but you have to invest in yourself. It's like a business like any other. You have to invest in the clothes you wear because people want to work with people who are looking nice. People want to work with people who know how to dress. People want to work with people like that. So when you come and hello, you know you're supposed to work with Shiba, Sweden transport. They call someone else who can actually.
You have to come in.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you have money to invest in yourself. Now, when you're starting out, that can be the hardest thing. So, as you're done with making sure that you have some logistics handled, there's what we call branding. You have to present yourself beyond just even the self-image, but your character. You have to be very professional in dance. They require that from us, really.
What do you mean professional?
Yeah.
Professional, you see, people know dancers as bantu abatasomieko.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the dance industry, inside, you have to have something in here. You don't have to present yourself as an illiterate person. Kati, we have people in the industry. How can I explain it? In Uganda, abantu abebigambo. That is unprofessional in the dance industry. Because we are dealing with celebrities, we are dealing with people who have their brand. So if you're just
confidentiality is key.
Confidentiality is very key, and privacy.
You will see.
Yeah. So there is that, and then there is also, how are you hungry for money? Is it on your face?
Oh yeah.
You have to be hungry, yes. It has to be inside here in your actions, but is it on your face? Money, but be calm, be composed, and like there is also a clashing of what the artist wants and what you can offer, or what you want, or what your brand represents. You have to be very respectful about what they want that you can't offer, as well as telling them, you know, me as a Christian dancer, I wouldn't really appreciate wearing that.
They let you wear another thing.
A moment of silence. I will. That is a question to our musicians. If a Christian dancer would come to you and tell you, because I've ever been in a situation where I tell this artist that, you know what, I really cannot dance like that. I'm not. And everyone is looking at me like, aren't you a dancer? You're supposed to do everything that they want and expect from you. You see, that is a background these big dogs or the people we found in the industry have set. That whenever an artist or your client asks for something, you just give it to them. It doesn't matter what you stand for, or what brand you're building, or what home you're coming from. I feel like the reason why even parents are so much like dance is not a thing is because maybe the way we dress, the kind of dance moves that we engage in. There are people who are comfortable with that, and there are people who aren't comfortable with that. And I feel like artists need to provide that environment of, you know, if you're a Christian dancer, we can still find a place for you here. And it's not yet there.
Won't they tell you to go for the gospel?
For me, I would want to ask about sexual assault.
Yeah.
And, okay, not necessarily sexual.
I know where you're going.
But how are you okay, what is there a sexual assault in this industry, and how do you navigate? Or what advice do you have for any person who wants to get into dance professionally, especially for the ladies?
Let me first start with a verse before I go into that. The verse here today is Romans 12:2. It says, the first part says, do not conform yourself to worldly standards. I feel like sexual assault is in two categories, where they force you and secondly where you actually give in your body because you want something. So I'm going to really hold this part of forcing because I haven't seen that, but I'm going to go to this part where girls, even boys, are giving their bodies, are giving these services out because they want places in the entertainment industry. Do you know why people are doing that? Because of the social pressure. Like, do you remember I told you as a dancer you have to look good? And remember, you're just starting out. So I have to look good, I have to have this kind of phone, I have to have, I have to be in an apartment, I have to have a lifestyle. And when you're not content, when you're conforming yourself to such standards, do you know what? Content, they're just going to, get a shortcut. And I feel like dancers should know that shortcuts
are wrong cuts.
Like, before you know it, everything that you wanted to work for is down the drain. I feel like we need to take the longer routes, no matter how long they are. Like, just be content with what you are and who you want to be tomorrow. But sexual thing, what we have in the industry is girls and boys giving their bodies because they want a place in the entertainment industry. They want a gig. They want to work with a certain artist. So instead of really actually working on their skills,
okay, they are now.
Yeah, that's where I was even heading to. For someone for someone watching this, like, they're out there, they have talent. Like our Martha here, she knows how to dance, but anyway, she's not
didn't how to dance.
She's not earning anything from that talent. But anyways, for someone watching that has that talent, and they're really good at what they're doing, but they don't have these connections. How would you advise them to navigate into the industry?
Yeah. So people who are talented and they have access to TV and actually watching need to go for dance classes.
Where are those dance studios?
I'm coming to that. The first thing in dance is network. How are people going to know you? Are you just going to be there with your talent at home with your phone? I know how to dance, you film. Where are the people who know you? How is someone going to call you? You need to network. And networking in dancing, really, because in Uganda we don't have many workshops or many WhatsApp groups or organizations that really are tackling dance, but we do have dance classes. And we have our big Troy studios, that's Bugolobi, near Motive, and we have so many dance classes there. We have H2C dance class, that's Friday. We have Dope dance class, that's Saturday. We have IDU dance class. There are so many. Once you even go to just one dance class, you're able to know the others. You're able to know other dance studios. We have Ibrabuwembo dance studio, there are dance classes there. You can't fail.
You're making it sound easy.
You may find that
just go to the place.
So, of course.
Someone might have to pay 120. What those
Oh, no. 120,000 is a lot of money. We have dance classes from Uganda ranging from 10,000 upwards. I haven't really seen a dance class that's 50,000.
But there is a studio on First Mall with some gym that actually H2C guys also carry out dance classes there.
They're no longer.
They're no longer.
Yeah.
But I really see that prices are really up.
So before H2C there was 25,000. If you are investing in your dance career at 25,000, you should look for it. Even if you go for one dance class.
How long is that class?
It's an hour.
Okay.
So through going there for the training, I go there and show off my skills. Then people get then someone will be like, "Oh, she can dance."
How about when you're poor? Like
you have no money, yeah.
I feel like
a poor dancer?
Yeah, someone who doesn't have money. You have to approach the people like the ghetto kids and I'm forgetting the guy with the dreads. The ghetto kids, no.
There's
He's very
this guy,
small.
he was in Skonto.
Yeah, that guy. If, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's called Wemblemo.
Wemblemo Foundation. People who don't have money for pursuing dance. That's the only thing that I know. But if you have your 10,000, your 15,000,
It's like once a week, right?
yeah.
But then now, how about someone? Because I've seen the ghetto kids also. But you realize the ghetto kids, the kids we see this year, we don't see them again the other year. The kids, there's a way they only like it's kind of like age. When you go older, you're not going to dance again.
No. I'm not going to speak so much about their dynamics because I don't know exactly what goes on exactly. But speaking of it is they handle certain kids of certain ages. But when you grow, some people when they grow up, they don't want to dance. Yes, they want to pursue something else. Yeah, so we have so many people like that in the ghetto kids.
Ghetto
the
kids.
girls grow up and want to do something else.
Patricia has really grown.
Yes.
So
we
you were
also
talking
have
about a poor dancer. She talked about a poor dancer. So if you're poor, talentless.
I think
What
it's
do you-
like any other business.
But you love dancing.
You love dance, but you don't have talent.
Yes, like yes, I admire people and then
But you want to pursue it as a career?
yes,
How old are you?
I'm like 17.
Yes.
Martha, we are talking
One-
about you here. How old are you?
I might like somewhere
Yeah, okay.
One thing that I want people to know out there about any career, entertainment, TV, anything, is you have to make sure that that is your dream. And you're willing to do everything that it takes rightfully to make it. So you might want to dance and you love it, but it's not your dream. Nga osobola okutula n'obalaba nga bazina notayewaka nga onyumiddwa naye nga tonakitegeera that you just like watching people dance. Yeah, so let's not get caught up with the clout, I think, I don't know, but let's not get caught up with wanting so much to be on TV, which that may not be your path.
Yes.
Yeah, so before we go into that scenario where someone is poor, they want, but they don't have talent, which let's first go back to, is
But
it
also-
really where it's supposed to be?
Yes.
But also, how can you be poor and then you're poor dancing?
Yeah, it's kind of,
Your dancing journey seems to have been interesting. So one would ask like where you are right now. Okay, after like I don't want to say you've made it. I don't know. Okay, like is
But
there
by the time
someone?
you dance with
Is there
Shiba, you
What
someone?
we ask, like how, like okay, because she, like I'm sorry for that. But then you see, the entire Shiba story, the Spider story. How does it feel? Clearly,
Yeah.
you're up on stage. Me by that would
With
just
big
be on stage,
artists.
guys. Let's not
Of course, you know you jumped on stage with AG. It's okay.
I didn't jump on stage.
It's
That
no,
was-
you jumped on stage, Martha.
She did.
Yes.
Okay. There's stage fright. People are watching. People are going to criticize. People are going to do memes in you. Yes.
don't even think about those things. My experience with Shiba, Spice Diana, Abrams, and other shows has been amazing. Very, very good, very educative as well. In those shows, that's where you learn what you want to do, what you cannot do anymore. You know, you set your standards, you set your money as well. Like I no longer, because I'm at a point whereby I'm not making so much money in dance as I wanted to be, but it is helping me build my standards. And we forget that the minute we get some money on the table, some gigs coming in, you're like, I have to do everything. I have to go this way. I have to. But
the values drop.
and the values drop, and then before you know it, you're everywhere. When I started dance, I got a very good mentors. We have David from H2C, we have Dance Mamita, and we have the Flickers as well. There's such a big, I don't know, impact in how I feel about dance. So someone told me like scarcity creates demand. You don't have to be everywhere. You have to be intentional about where you are. So with the gigs, of course you get paid. Yeah, I can't explain how much I was, but we was even money.
Well, mentorship is important for every entrepreneur out there, and you are going in for a very short break, and we shall be right back with more.